Welcome back. You're watching Newsx. My name is Vineet Malhotra. Well, with less than a month left for the Vice President elections on the 9th of September, the BJP has kick-started its Parliamentary Board meeting at the party's headquarters. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, BJP National President JP Nadda, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh are all present at the headquarters in the national capital. And according to sources, there are many names that are making the rounds, including Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir Manoj Sinha, Lieutenant Governor of Delhi VK Saxena, veteran RSS BJP leader Seshadri Chari, and as well as JDU Member of Parliament Ram Nath Thakur, son of veteran Bihari leader and former Chief Minister Karpuri. As the meeting goes on, the question that arises, who will be BJP's top pick? We'll talk about this with our guest. Joining us on the program at this point in time is Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst. Mr. Sandeep Chandra, political analyst, with me in the studio. Mukesh Tyagi, BJP spokesperson, joins us on the program as well. Last but by no means the least, Mr. Naveen Dubey, political analyst, joins us on the program as well. Tehseen, I'll begin with you. Well, this has been a mystery. There's been no indication from the ruling party as to who's going to be the pick. But considering the fact, Tehseen, that they are pretty much in majority when it comes to the electoral college, it is their pick.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. There are two aspects here. The BJP is always clouded in secrecy, and you people from the media, friends like you and your colleagues, seldom get an idea what the BJP is doing. So whatever names are being floated around, rest assured if they're being floated around, they would not be considered. The BJP operates in complete secrecy, which in a way is the opposite of what should be in a democracy. That should be transparent and open. Now let's come to the second aspect to it. Who will be the BJP vice president? I think if the BJP would have paused and were to think in a calm manner, that the opposition kept raising questions about the outgoing Rajya Sabha chairperson and earlier vice president of India, who resigned, which was extremely strange because Parliament was in session, the first day of Parliament, and it was supposed to have a BAC meeting that day in the afternoon, then at 4 o'clock or the next day over lunch at his official residence. Then the BJP would be well advised that the opposition knows a bit about the kind of people who would be there, who had stature and gravitas to the debates and discussion in the upper house of Parliament. Whatever politics the opposition does now, and I'm a voter of the opposition, but I don't support this, suddenly trying to find a martyr in the outgoing vice president, I think is ridiculous. The outgoing vice president completely did not deserve the chair, at least in Rajya Sabha, sitting the way he did. He was, in my opinion, he let down the great institution of Rajya Sabha, an institution that's seen fabulous vice presidents, including Bhairav Singh Shekhawat from the BJP and other great Hamid Ansari ji and other people who sat on this chair with poise, with dignity. He let down the chair, Venkaiah Naidu ji, and he was completely a disgrace to the chair. Let me put this on record. Now, who will the BJP then get? If you ask me as a political analyst, they will be a BJP member or an RSS member. It's not going to be an outsider. Remember, even the current vice president was earlier in the Congress, then he came to the BJP. The fact is the BJP will want somebody who is originally in the BJP or RSS and has that roots. They're not going to go with somebody from the TDP or the JDU, even if it is Mr. Thakur. They will not do that, even in the BJP elections. They're going to stick very clearly to a BJP member or an RSS.
Tehseen, I also want to pick your brains on, on what really you thought transpired when the former Vice President, Mr. Dhankar, put in his papers.
So let me put this across, okay? I'll tell you the internal thing quickly of what happened to Mr. Dhankar. And this is what I actually do think that the government is right on this extent. Number one, we know the basics that he admitted the opposition motion against a sitting Allahabad High Court judge, Justice Verma, who was a Delhi High Court judge when the money was caught burning. This was when a motion, similar motion, lead to removal of the judge, was already got into the Lok Sabha, signed by both the opposition and treasury benches, including the leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi. And Om Birlaji's office had not just released a picture, he also had released a statement about the same. So we know that despite that he scurried, he asked the opposition here to bring this in. And the reason, if both petitions come on the same day, removal of judges, most people call this impeachment. In Indian constitution, there's nothing called impeachment. It's removal of judges. If a removal of judge petition on the same day comes in both houses then investigate the judge. Unlike what the government wanted, which was only the Lok Sabha to do. Number two, We've seen his behavior, forget with opposition, which I think was completely a disgrace. But even with Shivraj Singh Chauhan ji in December 2024, you as vice president, you may earn notionally number 2. The country is run by the prime minister. I'm opposed to the prime minister, but it's run by the prime minister. You can't get the union minister in public and say, I am number 2 in government, you will come and brief me on what's happening in farmers. That's unacceptable. We know in Iran, he demanded protocols where he threw in the prime minister's name. He said, look, if the prime minister was there, you would have gone out of your way. The prime minister is number 3 in protocol, I am number 2. The vice president believed he was genuinely number 2. And on a funny note, I'll tell you 2 things. I know a very senior bureaucrat who told me that he also wanted his pictures put up, both at airports and public functions, where only the pictures of the president and prime minister go. He also wanted one of the cars from the SPG convoy of the prime minister or the president bodyguard convoy, the Maybachs, which you can't give. These are specialized units to safeguard the president or the prime minister. So he really believed he's actually number 2. He started believing that. And then he met my friend Arvind Kejriwal ji one day before Rajya Sabha was got up. And there was a very interesting conversation where he encouraged Arvind Kejriwal ji to come to the Rajya Sabha. And he also told Arvind Kejriwal ji if he comes to Rajya Sabha, the opposition will gravitate towards Arvind Kejriwal and de facto he will become LOP, not Kharge ji. Though Kharge ji will be LOP on paper, Arvind Kejriwal ji will have that medal. So he's done a lot of things that I think do not behove the office of the vice president. He's behaved very badly with the opposition, but he's also done the same with the government. I do think that the government should consider the opposition and have somebody who's sane, calm, and runs the upper house like the way it should be done with dignity.
Okay, fair enough. I wanted to understand what you felt about this entire fiasco and, of course, the way in which Mr. Dhankar left his seat. Mr. Chandra, how do you respond to what... Yeah, quickly, Tehseen, go on.
Just one last time before you go, sorry. Look, I'm today in opposition. Tomorrow, and I know this, that I will run this country, right? And when I'm in the Council of Ministers, I'm not going to have a vice president behave the way this vice president is being, even when I'm in government. So to that extent, I do understand why the government had to do what it had to do. You have to draw a Lakshman Rekha. The country is run by the Prime Minister. It's not run by the President or the Vice President or by votes. And we have to be very clear of the democracy we have. Even though I'm opposed to the Prime Minister, you must be clear on this. The minute we start mixing these issues up, democracy will come under threat. Just look at what's happened in Pakistan. Supreme Court had summoned a sitting Prime Minister, Nawaz Sharif. Do we want that in India? Whoever the Prime Minister is, today it's them, tomorrow it will be my Prime Minister. We can't have it. This country will be run by the Prime Minister. He is the head of government. The President is the notional head. The Vice President is not number 2 except formally. He's not actually number 2. Let's be clear on how the country is run. That's when we can progress ahead.
All right, fair enough.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.